The IHWA Premier League is proudly brought to you by Shutterguard.com.au, Perth's best roller shutters for over 30 years. Front Row Screens, your local streaming superheroes. And CD Dog, scrap metal recyclers.
Yes, good evening everyone and welcome to the Coburn Ice Arena for the continuing saga of the 2021 CD Dodd Perth Premier League. We are a third of the way through the season and now 9 rounds into the competition, and we could safely say the team you're looking at on your screen, the Flyers Blue, are the team to beat. Of course, that man, Ben Broad, he is going to be a threat. He's been in top form in defence and in attack in the last 2 matches. Welcome to our coverage live on FRS Sport, live, free and in HD. Paul Persson with you in the commentary box, and as always, it's a great pleasure to have your company in front of another great crowd by the bleachers here at the Coburn Ice Arena and alongside the Cabin 401 Bar and Grill. A great atmosphere on a Friday night. The Flyers Blue on top. They came off a hard-fought 2-0 win over the Perth Sharks last week with a Jordan Kairos double. And the Flyers Orange, well, they survived the tough Vikings attack to sneak in with a 5-4 victory at the Perth Ice Arena with doubles to Dave Ruck and Kieran Webster. For the Flyers Blue, it is going to be important. Likewise for the Flyers Orange, as this is a clash for top spot on the ladder at the end of round 9. That's right, outright top position will be at stake between these two sides. Of course, the Flyers Blue, the reigning champions, and the Flyers Orange, who were last year's semi-finalists but were beaten by the Blackhawks last year. Speaking of the Blackhawks, they play later tonight against the Perth Sharks. That'll be coming up at about 9 o'clock, so stay tuned for that. Both sides not far away from concluding their warm-up, as we'll take a look at some of the keys to this matchup. The Flyers Blue, we don't let the opposition defence hold the attack back to the centre point line in offence or even the centre baseline. Play the puck steadily from centre to the low slot, open up the space for those opportunities. They almost lost the game last week through a lack of discipline, did the Flyers Blue, in that final period with a few silly penalties. But if they can keep their composure and play their natural game plan, those goals will come. On paper, the Flyers Orange, they have more scoring weapons than the Blues. They use all avenues while utilising Kelly, Potvin and Captain Alistair Pundler for their defensive slot takeaways. Watch out for Jamie Campbell. He's been in and out of form in patches, but his size and strength in defence will be a big difference against the Kairos-Mukija attacking combination. And there is Kairos and Mark Mukija, who have been right in the thick of the Flyers Blue attack. Jordan Kairos last week scoring a double to put away the Sharks 2-0 in what was a very tight contest over at the Perth Ice Arena. And of course, the Flyers Orange, with a 5-4 win over the Vikings last week, they too are keen to make another imprint and snatch outright top position on the ladder. Of course, the winner will snatch top position on the ladder, regardless of what happens in the second game between the Blackhawks and the Sharks, who are currently 4th and 5th on the ladder. We're glad you can join us live on the Front Row Screens Facebook page and on the PPL Facebook page. Go on to facebook.com/Perth Premier League, and on our Front Row Screens YouTube channel as well. So go up to YouTube, search up Front Row Screens, and then see the latest live stream, of course, Flyers Blue and Flyers Orange in the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. Starting things off will be Anthony Urich for the first of the face-off, and it looks like it is going to be, I think, Jacob Ruck that will represent the Flyers Orange for the first of these face-offs. Round 9, top of the table clash about to get underway. This is certainly shaping up to be an absolute barnstormer. We are underway. Puck pushed back to the Flyers Blue defence. Nurich and Chapman playing it to the outer wings now. It's taken away there by Pundler, bypassing Kelly. And again, Chapman, defensive turnover. He pushes that to the outer wing, finding Hasselhurst. Hoist pass towards centre ice. And shot back there by Jacob Ruck. He too was a key last week in that win over the Vikings, as the Flyers Blue represent themselves with another defensive turnover, but cut off there by Dave Ruck, who had himself a fine double last week. The Flyers Blue will look to play it steady again now. Out of defensive ice, here's Chapman. Sharp pass out there to Josh Healy. Transferring the play now. Back to Hasselhurst, who's isolating himself there on defensive ice, and now they're on again. Can they break through? No, it's another chopped off turnover. Dave Ruck out to Jacob Ruck. He shoots just to the right-hand side. Kelly, nice little stick check to push that puck back to the end boards on the attacking side for the Flyers Orange. Sharp tip in there by Ruck, but to no avail. And now playing the puck to the outer wing of our commentary position. Kairos, hoist pass, that goes over the sideboards. And it'll be a face-off by the baseline. Flyers Blue with a record of 3 wins, no losses and 3 ties. They are the only unbeaten side in the competition. The Flyers Orange, they've got 3 wins, 1 loss and 2 ties. Another battle we'll no doubt be keeping our eyes on is the battle at opposite nets, the McCann boys. And there's a bit of a disruption in the face-off. It looks like the referee was just late in getting himself out of the penalty box there. Might have spent 2 minutes at the start there, but he's back in position. And we can get back underway. Webster pushes that forward off the face-off. It goes back past the centre base line. Lodge. Cut off by Mukija. Goes to the slot. He shoots and a fine save, Mark McCann. He had himself a tough night against the Vikings last week, conceding 4 goals, but a fine save down low at waist height. And we'll have a repeat face-off on the outer circle of the attacking zone for the Flyers Blue. That one's pushed out to Lodge. Lodge finding his feet. He's now playing it to the outer wing, finding Yannick Lodge. Tries to go for the cross-ice pass out to Webster, but he was just out of position there. He's pinned to the end boards there by Jeffries. Good work with the puck by Jeffries, but only as far as a couple of players there. That's Yannick Lodge, who's playing for the Flyers Orange tonight. He did a bit of double duty last week. Cross-ice pass, completely bypassing Lyndon Lodge, but he retakes possession. He's now going back on the defensive breakaway to try and ease up the pressure. Here's Bob Kelly. Straight to centre ice for Webster. Ricochet there off Webster's skates there. Look at the pressure being put on there by Yannick Lodge, but the Blues have a few more numbers in that defensive zone. It's back and forth they go. They make a few line changes. Do the Flyers Blue. They're able to get a brief turnover there by Kairos, looking for that breakaway into that low slot. Back and forth, the puck has gone. We've played just under 4 minutes on the CD Dodd scoreboard. Still no goal yet to be added to the board for neither side. Keeley. Nice little dummy. Plays it out wide to Kairos. Kairos breaks away towards the edge of the slot. He shoots. Fine save to his right by McCann. And the Flyers Orange will look to get it out of their defensive zone. Riding the impact there was Georgiev on Chapman. Well played by Georgiev. Just kept his composure going. Pinned to the sideboards there by Kairos. Tortoise tries to break past the centre ice zone. Hasselhurst and Punler in a one-on-one from behind the goal line. A lovely wrist pass out to Healy. Healy cross-ice to Kairos. Splitting the middle. Fine work by Kairos. He shoots. And to the left-hand side. That was an easy opportunity there for the form goal scorer of the Blues side. And it'll be the first icing call as that pass went past 2 lines. And it'll go all the way back to the Blues attacking zone. And this will be another opportunity for the Blues. They had the early pressure last week against the Sharks, where they had plenty of shots at goal, but they weren't able to find the back of the net until the later stages of the second period and the final seconds of the last, where Kairos scored both. Cross ice off the face-off. Richie Lamb completely having a fresh airy there. Tortoise plays it to the end boards. What can the Orange do here to present themselves? Turned over by Jolly. Hoist pass. Releasing Mukija. Now Braden maybe. Maybe can't split through the Orange defensive pack. Mukija. Nice little 180. Passes that one out to the end boards. Puck now off to Jolly and Kelly. And Tortoise getting bypassed by the puck there. And now Richie Lamb, the captain of the Blues, will send it down the offensive wing. Only as far as Campbell. He needs to have a big night tonight. And he could set this big play up, but only as far as Mukija for the Blues, who cuts that one off. And coming up to meet it now is Kelly. Slap shot pass out towards the attacking zone, bypassing Ruck. Stephen McCann pulls out for the goal line. That's ambitious. Kelly. 2-on-1 there. Richie Lamb rescues the puck out of the defensive zone, only momentarily as Campbell goes for the wrist shot. Intercepted by Ruck. Out to Jacob Ruck. He shoots, and Jacob Ruck gets the first one on the board. Again, the Ruck boys combining for a solid goal. Dave Ruck on the edge of the wings, going cross-ice out to Jacob Ruck, who was in open space down in the mid-slot and went for the wrist shot, and it was a beautiful one as well, and a fine celebration it is too by Jacob Ruck, as we see on the CD Dodd replay. As you can see there, Jacob Ruck finding some open space on the middle of the slot area inside that offensive zone, waiting for the pass by Dave Ruck, who timed it perfectly And Jacob Bruck says, thank you, mother, for the Rabbits. That's the first one on the board for the Flyers Orange. They lead 1-0. 6 minutes into this top-of-the-table clash in the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. Can the Flyers Blue respond? Kairos. Fine little breakaway too. Out of centre ice. Plays it back to Healy. Looking for the tip in there was Nurich. Kairos tried to go to the centre of the slot, but the Orange had the numbers covering that one. Long pass out towards the goal line. McCann chips that one back forward. It's back and forth inside that defensive zone for the Flyers Blue. And again, they release the pressure. Kairos playing it slowly on centre ice. Hoist pass. Nurich and Lodge doing battle. Lodge winning out that one. Positioned himself better for that hoist pass, taking that one away and getting the Flyers Orange out of that defensive zone. That's great play by the Orange. Good movement of the puck. The shot comes in from Yannick Lodge. Just couldn't get that one to go at the back of the net. He gets the puck back. Finds Potvin in open space. He shoots from corner point and doesn't get that one to go either. Yannick Lodge, the number 12, plays it to the end boards by the attacking goal line. Lodge and Tanner, who's only just come onto the ice for the first time. Tanner. Cut off there by Chapman, almost a defensive turnover. The rebounding there is Yannick Lodge. He goes cross ice, cut off by Hasselhurst. 1-on-1 with Webster, and well played by Hasselhurst to allow the Blues to go on this breakaway. Kairos shoots, and off the crossbar. He's had 3 attempts there, all of them no conversion. No icing call, as the puck is swiftly transferred to the outer side, but I believe there is an icing call. Yes, there is. Or is there? Referee's just deliberating there. Richie Lamb just having a bit of a talk with the referees. He's got a close association with them in the last few weeks. Well, it's going to be a face-off on the Flyers Orange attacking zone. Georgiev and Jeffries. Georgiev wins that one. He pushes that one back to the left-hand corner point. Lamb and Jolly play it out wide, but it looked as though there was a hook. And we'll have another face-off by the neutral line. By the baseline, I should say. It'll be Kalen Nurich and Blake Georgiev. Even Stevens in that face-off. The puck pushed back to centre ice. Jeffries again. Goes cross ice out to Ben Broad, and Ben Broad gets the response. Fine play off the face-off. They just kept the puck moving swiftly in attack. Kalen Nurich with a fine setup towards Ben Broad, who had space inside the low slot to tip that one in and get that one to go to the back of the net. That is the response the Blues are after. As we see on the CD Dodd replay, Jeffries pushing that one out forward. Fine setup. Went cross ice out to Ben Broad. No one defensively checking on him. And as a result, the Flyers Orange pay the price with that little gap inside the slot. And the top of the ladder Blues get the response now 1-1. Having played the first 10 minutes of this opening period here at the Coburn Ice Arena. Another great atmosphere on this Friday night. Been a nice warm day, and the action certainly getting warmer inside the rink. Lamb cut off by Georgiev. It goes cross ice, back onto centre ice. Here's Lee Tortoise. He plays the puck to an open ice behind the goal line. Cameron Smith was making his debut this season. Cameron Smith, he's played a bit interstate. No doubt the WAIs will look to have a look, will be keen to have a look at his skill. As Braden maybe tries to tip that one in close to the slot, but just outside the crease there was Mark McCann, who made a fine save. And we'll have ourselves a face-off. Crowd still filing in from the cabin 401. As you can see by the glass, great crowd of people. Of course, capacity limits are off here in WA. Further proving why WA is the best sporting state in the country. Face-off being won by Anthony Nurich, but it's turned over. Hoist pass back to centre ice. Bypassing Chapman, but Hasselhurst comes up to meet it. Great play by Hasselhurst. Goes cross ice to the outer wing, finding Kairos. He's got a chance though, Kairos, and that's opportunity number 4 that he has had, and he's missed 4. Behind the goal line, Kairos goes cross ice out to Nurich, just out of his reach there. He had the prime position to tip that one in to the back of the net. The Flyers Orange have the numbers in a 3-on-2 scenario, and they get the puck out of that defensive zone. Only momentarily, Hazelhurst had that one ricochet off his skates. Lodge pinned to the end boards there by Healy. Kairos from the corner. He goes for it and tips it in. Josh Healy, by the skin of his teeth, was able to get that one in with the edge of the stick inside the crease and get the last 2 goals for the Flyers Blue. 2 in a row for the reigning champions, as we see on the CD dot replay. Healy and Kairos combining out of that out of the side wing on the offensive zone. And there you could see going down, Josh Healy was able to get just a whiskers reach of that one to the back of the net and give the Flyers Blue the advantage for the first time in this match. They've scored the last 2 goals, and they've scored them all within a space of 2 minutes. They are really starting to get their groove going, because they were held down so well last week against the Sharks. They were held scoreless in the first period, and they could only manage 2 for the game. And what we know from this side is they are a heavy scoring side. They like to impact that scoreboard quickly and frequently. Likewise for the Flyers Orange, but they themselves have to respond. They trail 2-1 on the CD Dodd scoreboard. Here's Yannick Lodge. Goes for the hoist pass out to Webster in midair. Punler, he's been a bit quiet thus far. He pushes it forward to Webster. He's looking for support there from Punler. Webster from the corner point. He shoots. Just to the left-hand side of the net. Campbell will look to make an impact on that defensive zone tonight. They play it to the outer wing once again. Finding Webster. There's Yannick Lodge. What is he going to do? He's going to force it to the outer side. They go back to Webster. Look at how the Flyers Orange are providing hard coverage on that slot area. Almost a turnover. Now they enforce it. That's good defense by the Blues. Nurich with a 2-on-1. Checked out of it there by Punler. Open ice pass out towards the goal line. No icing call. Tanner. Cut off by Kairos. He's been in everything thus far, as Jordan Kairos. No wonder he is one of the form goal scorers in this season's competition. Georgiev 1-on-1 with McCann. McCann pulling out of the crease there. Always ambitious in the early going of any PPL match. Lodge and Smith. Cut off by Hazelhurst. Turned over. And now Kairos is on the defensive takeaway. What can he do? With the open ice pass towards the offensive zone. Healy cuts that one off. And now Tortoise pushes that one out to Georgiev. Georgiev combining with Smith. Intercepted Chapman. He shoots. In the middle of it there was Ruck. Off the crossbar. Tipped in by Kairos. And after 5 attempts, Kairos gets his first. And strengthens the advantage for the Flyers Blue. They now lead 3-1 with under 6 minutes to go. As we see on the CD Dodd replay again. It's all down to numbers inside that slot area. Look at how Healy was able to rebound that one. And there, Lyndon Lodge getting that one in front. But Kairos was able to get first to the puck and strike the net for a first time in the 5 attempts that he's had in this game. 1 for 5. And the Flyers Blue strengthened their advantage, their 4th shot on target, and they now lead this game 3-1. Nearing the final few minutes of this first period. Of course, the PPL, all thanks to CD Dodd Scrap Metal Recyclers, our title supporters. We thank them for coming on board this season. Ruck goes to the mid-slot. He's looking for the immediate response. Going down low, there is Ruck. That's Dave Ruck, that is. And the defensive turnover comes from Jeffries. Punler is able to rebound that one. McCann, whoa! Stephen McCann almost fumbling that one to the back of his own net there. That would have been a rare, embarrassing blunder, but luckily he had teammates to cover for him. Hazelhurst, what a fine breakaway by Hazelhurst. Was he tripped up? Yes, he was, I think. And the referee's blown the whistle. Whoa! And the Flyers Orange player gets one of his own back there from Mukija. That was a big passage set up there by Hazelhurst, who just continued to keep the puck in front of him. And he had great speed carrying it from defence into attack. Just kept on going past defender after defender, but just got tripped up at the last possible moment when going deep inside the slot. And the referee making a correct call for tripping the opposition player up. Interference. And it'll be a face-off on the Flyers Blue attacking zone. And that'll be the first of our Shutterguard power plays in the meantime. Jacob Ruck. He is sent to the penalty box for the next 2 minutes. The Blues have the advantage, 5-on-4. The power play thanks to Shutterguard. Slap shot from Mukija. He shoots, and that bobbles out of the net. It's Mark Mukija. Mark Mukija gets the first for himself and the first for the Flyers Blue. The fourth for the Flyers Blue, I should say. Man, it was a fine shot and well executed by Mark Mukija, as we see on the CD Dodd replay. The face-off came in. The puck pushed back. In fact, that was Lamb, I should say. It wasn't Mukija. I thought that was Mukija from the outer side of the box. But it was Richie Lamb, a captain's goal there. And that further strengthens the Flyers Blue advantage. After they conceded the first goal, they have scored the next 4 in an impressive burst in this power play goal. It kills off the power play automatically, that Flyers Blue goal. Of course, all those power plays thanks to Shattergaard. Webster, can he look to get one back just before the end of the first period? Kelly almost interfered in that one. Lamb out to Kairos. He's got a double already. Healy looks to go cross ice back to Kairos. Couldn't get that favourable turn. Yannick Lodge, defensive takeaway. He tries for the open ice pass. It ricocheted off Lamb. It's on the outer side of the commentary position. And now Lamb, the skipper, will man the puck from the defensive goal line. Kairos. Got to meet it now. Healy. Back to Kairos. That was smart by Healy because he had Kairos in open space on the outer side. Kairos shoots off McCann's gloves. Yannick Lodge will recover this one on the defensive zone. Nice backhander there by Ruck. That allows Tanner to break away onto that offensive zone. He's got Webster in support. That's where he goes. Webster shoots. Oh, he didn't get all of that one in. A lucky break there for the Blues. Lyndon Lodge. Slap shot by Webster. He goes bang, but nobody home. Off the plexiglass as we are under 2 minutes away from the end of the first period. It's been all the Flyers Blue in the last 11. Lodge shoots. Pad save by McCann. A good one indeed. Ruck breaks away. He shoots and again missed. No, that was Smith. Mukija keeps the puck in front. Well composed. He goes out to Maybe, but just out of his reach. And the Flyers Orange get another defensive rebound. Here's Lyndon Lodge. He shoots and scores! What a fine defensive turnover leading into the breakaway for Lyndon Lodge. Gathered himself up with some space on the right-hand side of the attacking zone and scores another one with a fine wrist shot as we see on the CD Dodd replay. Lyndon Lodge, good gather on the right-hand side of the slot and gets that one to go to the back of the net. They get a vital goal just before the end of the first period. They needed it. The Flyers Blue against the Flyers Orange, I should say, against the run of play that the Flyers Blue have put together in the last 11 minutes. 4-2 the scoreline inside the last minute of this opening period. Here comes Jeffries. Jeffries barges his way through. Has to go back. Jeffries shoots off the pads of McCann. And now Campbell from the defensive goal line. Giving that one off to Punler, his captain. Open ice pass out towards the Flyers Orange defensive zone, and it'll be an icing call. Been a goal fest early on. 6 goals in the opening period. 4 to the Blues, 2 to the Orange. Kairos with a double. And goals also being scored by Richard Lamb. And also Mark Mukija. While for the Flyers Orange, as another interruption has been called. Also got Jacob Ruck and Lyndon Lodge being the goal scorers for the Orange. As the buzzer goes to end what was a very exciting opening period, the Flyers Orange got the jump, but the Flyers Blue scored the next 4 goals to hammer home the advantage that they've got at the moment. The scoreline 4-2 at the end of the first here at the Coburn Ice Arena. 8 shots on target to 3 in favour of the Flyers Blue as well. The reigning champions out in front. Can the Orange respond after the break here at the Coburn Ice Arena, where it is round 9 of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League?
Shatterguard has been installing Perth's best shutters for over 30 years. With no advertising signs on your front lawn and no sales gimmicks, visit shatterguard.com.au.
Resurrection, see
Welcome back to the Coburn Ice Arena. Here are some highlights of the first period thanks to CD Dodd. And it was the Flyers Blue that hold a 4-2 advantage thanks to a Jordan Kairos double. After 4 missed attempts, he found his groove and got some vital tip-ins inside the low slot thanks to some superb setups by his teammates from defence into attack, namely Mukija, Jeffries, and also Benbroke, who scored the other one for the Flyers Blue. The Orange got the jump when Jacob Ruck got one from the middle of the slot area after a nice pass from the outer wing, cross ice from David Ruck to Jacob Ruck, and he got the first one on the board. And after that first goal, the Flyers Blue really got going. They got the next 4, and then a vital response came in from Lyndon Lodge to somehow even the ledger and swallow the momentum that the Flyers Blue had in that opening period out in that last minute. But the Blues still hold the advantage in this game, all thanks to CD Dodd Scrap Metal Recyclers in round 9 of the Perth Premier League 2021. We're about to take you back live to the centre of Coburn Ice Arena, where the face-off is about to commence for the start of the second period. Going to be a vital one for the Orange to further stem this advantage. They've got plenty of scoring weapons that they have. They've got Lodge, Ruck and Punlap as we're underway this second period, and the Flyers Orange have first use of the puck. Open ice pass by Kelly. No icing call. In fact, it is an icing call made by the referees. And it's going to go all the way back to the Blues attacking zone. 8 shots on target, the Flyers Blue, to the Orange 3 in that first period. It was all about who could get clean possession with that puck and who could use it well. Both sides appeared a bit 50-50 in terms of their passing of the puck and their movement from defence into attack. Both sides will look to tighten that up by the end of the game. But the goals kept on coming for both sides as Hazelhurst tries to go cross ice, goes looking there for Kairos, maybe in support. Kairos chopped out of it, the 2-on-2. Fine play by Jacob Ruck. Plays it along the wings, cut off by Hazelhurst, but Ruck rebounds. Nice little body check there on Nurich. Hazelhurst from defensive ice. Going back to Chapman. Centre ice now finding maybe, but that pass, a little too much power for Nurich on that one. Well cut off there by Jacob Ruck, and he tries to go for the hoist pass, but it goes over the sideboards, over the benches for the Blues. And we'll have ourselves a face-off. And don't forget, coming up a little bit later on tonight, you don't want to miss this one. Both teams in the second match desperate to get back on the winning list. The Blackhawks on their home rink doing battle with the Sharks, who are still searching for their first win of the season. But back here in this first game, as Richie Lamb gives that puck an open ice pass out towards the attacking goal line. 4-2 they lead in front of the Flyers Orange in this top of the table clash as a Yannick Lodge goes cross ice. In fact, he shoots. Deflects off the pads of McCann. Webster in front. Goes back to the corner point where Potvin is positioned. Webster, fine cross-ice pass. The advantage of Ruck. Tried to go for the long slap shot, but to no avail. Cameron Smith, he shoots, the rookie. Couldn't get that one to go either. Lyndon Lodge again. He's been everywhere in the last couple of minutes. Lodge tried to go cross-ice, he shoots, but it's just off the net. And another face-off will progress. Both sides really tended to play the puck to the outer wings in order to look for that space inside the slot and tempt the opposition defenders to play direct man-on-man. Most of the time it did not work for the opposition as it is out of that defensive goal line. Covered off there by Kelly. Kelly will play it back to Campbell. Campbell into the one-on-one with Lamb and Georgiev. Campbell gets it back. He's going to go to the outer wings. That's where they like to go. Finding Lee Tortoise. Plays it down the wings to Cameron Smith. Cut off by the Blues. Back and forth the puck is now going. Both sides really need to tighten up their chain of passes if they want any more opportunities here. It's been a bit 50-50 from both sides in the first 3 or 4 minutes of this second period. Pad save by McCann, deflected off the sideboards. Open ice pass out towards the centre. Jeffries, was he tripped up? Well, I'd have to say he was, yes. Referee spot on with that one, although a bit of a later call. Jeffries tripped up there by a Flyers Orange player. And that will result, and I think it was Jamie Campbell, yes it was, So Jamie Campbell, he'll go to the penalty box. It'll be another Shutterguard power play, the second of this game. And again, it'll be a 5-on-4 advantage to the Flyers blue. It'll be Jeffries and Jacob Ruck for this face-off. Jacob Ruck wins that one. Cut off by Hasselhurst. Slap shot by Broad. He shoots, but that one just ricocheted there off the shoulder pad of Healy. Broad cuts it off. Turnover out wide to Jeffries, but better positioned himself there was Jacob Ruck. Ruck plays it down the wing. Dave Ruck to Jacob Ruck. What a combination they have been. Defensive turnover coming from Newrich for the Blues. And now they man the puck from behind the goal line. It's Hasselhurst. Releasing Kairos on the breakaway. Pass one. Pass two. He finds some space on the outer side. He plays it to the end boards. Hasselhurst with his back turn, with a backhanded pass to Kairos. He gives it back to Hasselhurst. Oh, Ben Broad again looking for the big slap shot home. Jeffrey shoots inside the slot. Just couldn't get that one to go. Hasselhurst on centre point. Puts it out wide to Kairos. He shoots, looking for a hat-trick. But to no avail. From the outer side goes Broad. Kairos, stick check there by Lyndon Lodge. Kairos gets it back. He's got Hasselhurst out in the open. That's where he goes. He shoots, and it's in! What a fine shot from centre point by Rob Hasselhurst. And Hasselhurst strengthens the advantage even further for the Flyers blue. That's the second penalty goal they have scored. As we see on the CD Dodd replay, they had to play it steadily. They slowed it down completely. Not what the Flyers orange were expecting. And then a cross-ice pass out to Hasselhurst. Fine wrist shot, goes bang, and gets number 5 for the reigning champions. And they now have a 3-goal advantage in this second period here at the Coburn Ice Arena. It's all thanks to our great partners at CD Dodd. Flyers blue picking up where they left off late in the first period. And that is where they go. Hasselhurst, slap shot from centre ice. But that one ricocheted off a couple of Flyers orange defenders. Punla plays that one back. Who to in particular? Potvin eventually meets it. Goes out to Yannick Lodge. Cut off by Mukija. Mukija with a defensive turnover, but again, the Flyers orange defence proving strong on that occasion. Punla combining 1-on-2 pass out to Webster. Oh, there was a bit of interference there, but it's advantage to the Blues. Kairos tries to go for the slap shot, but again, Flyers orange defence had greater numbers inside the low slot. Tanner allows Punla to get that one, almost an own goal. We've seen a couple of those near misses in the first 2 periods of this game. As McCann gets another pad save in. Maybe. Out to Kairos. Kairos tried to go back to the cross-ice area. Chapman finding Broad. Cross-ice pass to Kairos. He's got open space, but where does he go? Where does he take the puck to? He went to a heavily covered mid-slot area where the Flyers orange had the numbers. And now Punla can steady. Completely bypasses Yannick Lodge, and it's going to be an icing call. And I think he might have done that intentionally. But who knows why. And it'll go all the way back to the Flyers blue attacking zone for another face-off. Some 12.5 minutes remaining on the scoreboard, as we see here on the replay. A couple of key passages there. They had to play things steady on that last icing call there. Yannick Lodge just letting the puck fly by. Face-off between Webster and Jeffries. Webster wins that one. Pushes it back to Campbell, but look at Jeffries. Just kept on going. The puck eventually released, finding Webster. Pushes that one out wide to Lodge. Where's the support coming from? Webster was the only target. And he had about 3 Flyers blue defenders ready for the turnover. Jeffries, like that last passage as well. Where's the support coming from? Cameron Smith, the rookie. In his first season, what can he bring up? It was a turnover, unfortunately for him. Off the sideboards, Tortoise went for the slap shot towards the open ice on the defensive goal line. Tortoise gets it back. Kelly's calling for it. But he gets ignored. He goes out there to Georgiev. Georgiev out there to Campbell. Campbell almost missing that one completely. But a nice 180 retaining possession of the puck. Pushes that one out wide to Smith. Cross ice to Georgiev. He couldn't get all of that one in. Campbell gets another handle on it. Hoist shot towards the goals, but well over. And it goes onto the net above. We'll have ourselves another face-off. It's under 11 minutes remaining in this second period. Flyers Blue, the undefeated Flyers Blue, are leading 5-2 as we see here on the replay. That was a good execution by Campbell. He went for the cross-ice pass, which he was allowed to. But how he set himself up to retain possession of that puck. And he got it back. Went for the big hoist shot. And unfortunately, just had a little too much zing to the zang there. Face-off being won by Ruck, but the Flyers Blue push forward. Open ice pass out towards the defensive zone. Lyndon Lodge comes up to cover that one off. Kelly. Now Hasselhurst. First push that one back to Ruck. Ruck shoots almost off the skates there of Kelly. Chapman rebounds. Back to center ice. Finding Dave Ruck. Pulling out of the crease there again, McCann. He almost conceded an own goal late in the first. Kelly, too casual there. Kairos with a defensive turnover. Goes left to right. He shoots. And that one above the net. And we'll have ourselves a face-off. But how he set that one up, I have to say the Flyers Orange were playing a little bit too casually as we see here on the replay. Turnover came thick and fast for Kairos. He found some space. I reckon he would have gone for the shot a little bit earlier because he's a fine slap shot. And he gets plenty of power behind each of them, as you saw there on the CD Dodd replay. Kairos just a little too close for comfort on that occasion. Open ice pass out towards the attacking zone for the Orange. And it'll be an icing call. Only one goal being scored in this second period, in contrast to the six that we had in the first. But it is still a Flyers Blue advantage. 5-2. They've had double the shots on target as well. 10 shots on target to just 5 for the Flyers Orange. The Blues in complete control. They would love another score on the board. Face-off being won by the Orange. Open ice pass. Looking for some space there is Dave Ruck. Is he offside? Referees let it go. Pushes back to Jacob Ruck. He couldn't take clean possession of that one. Body check by Healy, but the puck releasing Nurich. Flicks it back out to Kairos, looking for the hat-trick. He shoots. Fine pad save by McCann, and it rebounds to the path of Kelly. He plays it along the wings. Chapman covers that one. On the defensive zone, Hasselhurst plays it along the wings. Will it be an icing call? Referee's letting that one go. Cross-ice pass. Turned over again, this time Healy. Chapman forced to push back out to Jeffries. He shoots outside the corner point. And now Alistair Punler will rebound that one defensively. But when they try and move the puck quickly, the Flyers Blue are pushing back, forming the wall. Dave Ruck with the defensive turnover now. He looked for Yannick Lodge. This time it's Tanner. Tanner shoots, rebound there off McCann. And he stones that one in inside the crease. Players closing in on each other now. Almost instigating a brawl. We don't want that. Players exchanging a few heated words with each other. And you can see there Jacob Ruck, one of them in particular, has a bit of a laugh about it, as we see on the replay. Defensive turnover came in, and when they turn it over defensively, when they inflict the turnover, the Flyers Orange, they like to move it quickly. Harry Tanner there. Didn't get all of that shot in, and it was a fine save down low by Stephen McCann. He's worked very hard for all his pennies today. 5-2 the scoreline, 12-6 in shots on target, both in favour of the Flyers Blue. Face-off being won there by the Orange. It goes out there to Campbell. He shoots. That one just drifting out to the left-hand side of the net. The Blues have possession, just out of reach of Jeffries there. It's now on the defensive zone for the Flyers Orange, and it's going to be back there. Jeffries out to Webster. Webster with the hoist pass. Palmed off by Mokija. Jeffries finds some space on the outer wing. He'll have to go behind the goal line. No, he doesn't. Backhanded to Jolly. A little bit casual, if you like, there, because Yannick Lodge, he's got the puck in front of him. He can go cross-ice to 2 targets. One of them is Webster. He shoots off the gloves of McCann. Jolly rebounds. The Flyers Orange have a chance. Webster, slap shot. Ricocheted there off Ben Brote. That was a violent hit there. But he could shake that one off. Webster again, a little bit of stick checking there between himself and Jolly. Rukija and Webster. 1-on-1, Webster wins out. Plays the puck out wide to Yannick Lodge. Needs the referee to get out of the way there. Oh, a head-high hit on Lamb there. The referee's put his hand up. But he's going to let play go on. George, if he shoots. And the next Blue possession will immediately be stopped. It was Richie Lamb who inflicted that head-high check. And I think he's going to spend some time in the penalty box. Yes. Referee's directing him to the box. As we see on the replay, the puck was played out to the Flyers Orange attacking zone, as you see here. It was in the path of Yannick Lodge. Richie Lamb coming in for the head-high check, and bang. Richie Lamb will spend some time in the penalty box. 2 minutes. The power play now worth. This is a vital power play for the Orange if they want to get themselves back into the game. They trail 5-2. It's still a substantial margin in the context of this game. Puck goes completely through Lyndon Lodge's legs there, but he's going to be manned on the defensive zone there by Alistair Punla. A little bit too casual there. That allowed Nurich to turn that one over. He went cross ice to Kairos, but it was cut off by Lyndon Lodge. Punla plays it out to the charging Cameron Smith. Oh no, that's Lyndon Lodge. Lodge plays it out back. Webster. Turned over by Healy. Gets all of that one with an open ice pass out to the defensive zone for the Flyers Orange. McCann out to Punla, releasing Lyndon Lodge. Goes back to Punla. Yannick Lodge is there for support out back. Went for the crisscross. Punla. He goes out to Lodge. Webster. He gets it back to Lodge on the attacking sideboards. Lodge, he shoots. McCann gets that one in to go. And the referee saying that that is an interference. And putting both hands up in the air. As we see on the replay, thanks to CD Dodd. Webster played it steady. He went back to Yannick Lodge. And if you look at how much space that the Flyers Blue could have generated if Alistair Punla was able to push himself forward into the mid-slot and go for the shot, that would have been a big opportunity for the Orange to get their third, but now they have it. Ruck shoots! Off the crossbar. Where did it go? McCann might have had the puck lodged between the legs there, and I think it may have been, yes. Nonetheless, it was a fine save too. McCann can laugh that one off. Because when he got it, because when he went down on his knees, he turned around, looked, didn't know where it had gone. 3.5 minutes to go in this second period as Ruck wins another face-off. He shoots off the chest of McCann. Webster on the attacking inboards for the Orange up against Hasselhurst. Plays the puck in front. Punla. He shoots off to the left-hand side. Rebound off the boards, finding Campbell. Campbell cut off again. Lamb's penalties killed off. Great defence by the Blues. And now they're playing it steady. Well played in the end by Benny Brope, but just couldn't hold on to that one. Ruck. Clever little backhander. Out to Georgiev. Is that a quiet night? Georgiev, he shoots, and Georgiev scores! Well, I said he was having a quiet night, but that's a big contribution for Blake Georgiev. A fine wrist shot off the left-hand corner point, and he gets the vital goal to get the Flyers Orange back into the game. 5-3 on the CD Dodd scoreboard. And no doubt Georgiev very ecstatic with that one, as we see on the CD Dodd replay. Clever backhander by Dave Ruck. That gave Georgiev the opportunity to break away towards the edge of the attacking side for the Flyers Orange. And as you can see there, after the shot was made successfully into the back of the net, fists were pumping, but they still got a lot of work to do with 2 minutes to go. It is a 5-3 lead to the Flyers Blue in this top-of-the-table clash. 14-10 shots on target. The Blues still hold that advantage as it's on the attacking side, on the attacking zone for the Orange once again. Lodge out to Tortoise. Slap shot in the end by Ruck. That one ricocheted there off Healy. Kelly plays it to Georgiev. Georgiev pinned to the sideboards there by Chapman and maybe on a 2-on-1. Hasselhurst hoist pass, and I don't think that was too smart. At the end, he was trying to hoist that puck above the defence and generate some open space on the attacking zone, but not to be. And it'll be a face-off just by the baseline. And it's going to be transferred to the left-hand side of the attacking zone. Nuric wins the face-off. He pushes back to Jolly. Backhanded to Kairos. Good chain of passes, but maybe just couldn't maintain the possession of the puck in front of him. The Orange again putting the pressure on the Blues. Inside the last minute of this second period, Kairos goes past one, goes past two, and gets a hat-trick! What a fine Kairos what a fine hat-trick by Kairos. Just getting amongst the excitement with the words mixed up there, but a hat-trick to Kairos. He had a double last week and a hat-trick this week. He has scored 5 goals in the last 2 games, as we see here on the replay. The puck being transferred cross ice. Kairos goes past one, goes past two with the greatest of ease and slaps the plexiglass in excitement. That is a hat-trick for Jordan Kairos, and what a crucial goal to get at the verge of the end of the second period. Puck man there by Brope on the defensive zone as the kids count down to the end of the second period. They're enjoying themselves. Chapman goes with the open ice pass out there to Hasselhurst. But that's the end of the second period here at the Coburn Ice Arena. 4-2 it was at the end of the first. And a further 2 being scored by the reigning champions. By Kairos, who got himself a hat-trick. And another one being scored there by the captain in Richie Lamb. Sees them hold a 6-3 advantage with 1 period to go. Will there be a grand comeback, or will the Flyers Blue certify themselves as championship favourites? We'll be back with the third period action shortly.
Shutterguard has been installing Perth's best shutters for over 30 years. With no advertising signs on your front lawn and no sales gimmicks, visit shutterguard.com.au.
Welcome back to the Coburn Ice Arena as we show you some highlights of the second period, all thanks to CD Dot. Again, the Flyers Blue were able to maintain their advantage, scoring 2 further goals through Richie Lamb, the captain, and Jordan Kairos, who's netted himself a hat-trick to continue his fine form in the 2021 season. And Flyers Orange scoring only 1 goal in that frantic second period where action was aplenty. In that second period, as you can see here, Lyndon Lodge setting up a couple of crucial passages, but also getting a goal himself during this game. Harry Tanner getting involved. So is Jordan Kairos, Mark Mukija, and the Nuric boys. They've set up some vital goals in this game. Stephen McCann has worked hard by the goal crease. So has Mark McCann, despite leaking a few in the first. Kieran Webster, he's had plenty of the puck. I think what the Flyers Orange would need to do is control the tempo a little bit more. Third period about to get underway. We're going to take you back live to the Coburn Ice Arena. The puck not far away from dropping for the start of this third period. We're underway. 6-3 the scoreline. Remember, 15 minutes and time on in this third period. First and second periods, 20 minutes continuous time. But in this third, 15 and stoppage time. As the puck is on the Flyers Orange attacking zone, the Ruck boys combining again. They go with the backhander out there to Kelly. Almost instigating a brawl there. He was not happy with that one, was Ben Kelly. Out to open ice. Left-hand corner point, and by Campbell. Campbell shoots. Ricocheted off a teammate. Dave Ruck shoots. McCann with a fine save out in front. 2-on-1 situation. Punler Out to Mulkidja. Pinned to the boards with a fine body check by Dave Ruck right in front of the commentary box. Hazelhurst breaks away towards the edge of the slot. He shoots. And just off the net above. A big opportunity gone begging to further strengthen the advantage for the Blues. We'll have a face-off on the offensive zone. 6-3 the scoreline, 19 to 12 shots on target. Played just under 2 minutes of this last period. Nurich gets the face-off, but it's been intercepted by Lodge, cut off by Lamb on corner point. Long slap shot towards open ice on the defensive zone. Flyers Orange doing everything they can to release themselves to the pressure by pushing the puck forward with a simple open ice pass and try and push their players forward to congest that low slot area. But it doesn't seem to be working at the moment because 9 times out of 10, the Flyers Blue turn it over with the greatest of ease and set up passages of their own through Kairos. Goes through one. Can he go through two? Not this time. McCann was close by with a fine save outside the crease. Behind the goal line, Kairos gets it again. He went for the centering pass. Healy. Now Potvin and Healy one-on-one. Healy, fine play to keep the puck out in front. Jolly tried to go gentle to Lamb, but it only allowed Yannick Lodge to go with the open ice pass to push the puck forward in their territory. Yannick Lodge turned over again. That 2-on-1 really not suiting the Orange at the moment. But Lyndon Lodge being the saviour in that one goes to Yannick Lodge. He's got Tanner out in front. Nice movement, good use of the body to manoeuvre himself in that one-on-one. Webster, he shoots. McCann with 2 very good saves in quick succession. Open ice pass towards the defensive zone for the Flyers Orange, and it'll be an icing call. Played almost 3 minutes of this last period. 6-3. The scoreline in favour of the Blues. Should the score remain the same, the Flyers Blue, they will go 3 points clear atop the ladder. And they'll have a double-digit goal difference to boot as well. And by it stands, they'll have a positive goal difference of 12. While the Flyers Orange, they'll get a big chunk cut out if results remain the same. And don't forget, the Blackhawks, they do in the second game tonight, they have a chance of snatching 3rd place on the ladder from the Vikings if they can win by a big enough score. But back here, the Flyers Blue maintaining their advantage, 6-3. Tortoise tries to play the puck to the low slot. Brote, one-on-one with Smith, the rookie. Fine play by Smith. But the play spoiled there by Mulkidja. Mulkidja cross-ice pass turned over by Tortoise. He shoots. Ricocheted there off Chapman's knee pad. And he looked a little gingerly there. Cameron Smith tried to play that one from behind the goal line, but in the end, that one was cut off. Good chain of passes building up this passage for Jeffries. Jeffries flicked that one back out as soon as he was cleaned up. Retains possession of the puck, but look at the numbers inside that low slot area. The Orange getting down low quite quickly. Hasselhurst with a shot from centre point, but to no avail. Brote mans it steadily. Backhanded to Jeffries. No, not much space in between him and his next target in Ben Brote. But Braden may provide it. He pushes that one forward out to Jeffries. Another attacking turnover inflicted, but the Orange can release it briefly. But Hasselhurst cuts that one off. It's on centre point. He's under a bit of pressure. Georgiev and a couple of his teammates pressing forward, enforcing more pressure. Clever by Hasselhurst, finding Jeffries. Does he go cross-ice back to Hasselhurst? Yes, he does, but as soon as he was cleaned up. And that allowed Lyndon Lodge to keep the puck in front of him, but he's pinned to the boards, but he got the support from Campbell. Puck goes out to centre ice, finding Georgiev. Georgiev, he shoots, and to his left, a fine save too by McCann. And it'll be another face-off. Flyers Orange attacking zone. As we see on the replay, this is what Stephen McCann does best with these saves. Lyndon Lodge getting pinned there by Hasselhurst, but if you look at the way Lyndon Lodge flicked that one out to Campbell in order to release themselves out of that defensive zone. Good composure and discipline. And we'll take you back live now. The face-off being won by the Orange. Dave Ruck recovers the puck, but the referee has called And it looks as though there was a bit of interference there. On the right spot with that decision, the referees, 3 of them tonight, doing a magnificent job as always. Another face-off by the baseline here. It'll be Nuric and Ruck. Nuric pushes it back. Out to Jolly. Clever with the one hand. Kelly on the Flyers' orange defensive zone. Plays it to centre ice. Oh, almost checked out of it there by Lamb. But Lyndon Lodge can recover the puck. Plays it from behind the goal line. Here's Ruck. Goes cross ice. He has Kelly. Goes for the slap shot. Didn't get all of that one in. Scramble for it inside the slot. With the puck played out wide there by Lodge. Ruck and Lamb in a one-on-one. Support coming from Jolly. Contact aplenty at this stage. Lodge getting back and forth with the puck as he is cleaned up there by Jolly. And that looked head high, it was. But luckily no penalty being called. CD Dodd replay coming your way on that last passage. As you can see here, Kelly getting towards the low slot. Lodge, first to it with a backhand, very risky. Lamb almost cleaned up, and then Lodge, Jolly, and Lamb getting into it as well as Ruck. And there you can see there, that last hit, Jolly cleaning up Lyndon Lodge. The referee's just deliberating over the decision, and it is Jolly who's spending some time in the penalty box. I can see that in front of me, but so will an orange player, I believe, for his involvement. And it looks as though it is Dave Ruck, yes. Plenty of arguing going on from both sides, particularly the Blues. Jolly not too happy with being sent to the box. I'd have to say that was a clear head-high hit. Got a bit to the back as well, did Jolly. So I think the referee's call might have been justified. So Jolly will spend 2 minutes in the box. And so will the Flyers' orange player. That being it's either Lodge or Kelly. Shutter guard power play in effect. That gets Dave Ruck, yes. Just had confirmation of that. Dave Ruck in the box and Brett Jolly in the box. So shutter guard power play in effect, this time 4-on-4. No doubt a lot of space on the rink will be used. Try and open up the movement of the puck from defence into attack. 9.5 minutes remaining in the game. 6-3 is the scoreline. Jeffries pushes that one to the side. Ben Brote goes through 2, but didn't get all of the shot in. He was looking for an easy tip in. Play to the open wings. McCann outside the crease, pulling himself out. Oh, and the puck balancing itself like it's on a balance beam there. Hasselhurst tried to go for the hoist pass, but not a lot of open space. It's eventually covered by Alistair Punla. Turned over. Jeffries, cross ice to Ben Brote. He shoots, and Ben Brote gets another one. That just further puts the icing on the cake for the reigning champions. Ben Brote, since his return to the Flyers Blue squad at the start of the season, he has really been on form, been one of the key offensive weapons for this side. And as we see on the CD Dodd replay, that clever pass by Hasselhurst may have set up the pressure that the Flyers Orange put themselves through. They tried to clear out to Campbell, but he stood still. He needed to attack it a little more directly, which is what Jeffries did. Jeffries backed it up with a fine cross-ice pass to Ben Brote, and Ben Brote did the rest. 7-3 the scoreline with 9 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. Tanner. Tanner goes cross-ice, backhand to the path of Lodge. Lodge on the end boards. He can man it from behind the goal line. Gets it back to Tanner. A little bit of pushing and shoving there. It's a scramble for it inside the slot. Tanner tried to go for the backhand tip in, but to no avail. Here's Healy. Plays it out wide to Nuric. What can Nuric do? He turns it over. Fine play too by Yannick Lodge. Just kept chasing. He plays it out wide to Lyndon Lodge. Couldn't go through Lamb, but he retains the puck. Goes cross-ice out to Yannick Lodge. Bit casual if you like. That allows Kairos to break away with the puck right at his grasp. He goes to Nuric, but he couldn't get the shot off in time. Last 30 seconds of the shutter guard power play, the 4-on-4. Remember, another penalty goal being scored by the Blues. Keep in mind, it's their third penalty goal that they have scored with that Ben Brote goal. Healy plays it out wide to Kairos. He shoots. Scrambling for it was Healy out the back. Healy. Slap shot by Brote. He shoots. And did he get it in? No, I don't think he did. It looked to have gone in for a moment there, but it was a fine, powerful slap shot from Ben Brote, as we see on the CD Dodd replay. Bang. But nobody home in that one. 7-3 the scoreline with under 8 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. Face-off being won by the Orange. Campbell barges his way through one. Almost went past maybe, but he went for the backhander pass. Out to Georgiev. What can Georgiev do? He sends it out wide and back behind the goal line. Campbell gets it back. Went for the hoist pass out towards the neutral line. Campbell trying very hard. He's under pressure now. It's a 3-on-1. Forced behind the goal line. That is great defence by the Blues. That allowed Chapman to recycle the puck and inflict the defensive turnover. Hasselhurst. Hasn't he been excellent in the defensive side tonight? Brote. He finds some space on the slot area. Instantly cut off there by Cameron Smith. He went to go for the open ice pass, but here's Chapman. He goes bang, but instantly clutched there by Mark McCann. And we'll have another face-off. Make sure you stay tuned to the Front Row Screens Facebook page and the Perth Premier League Facebook page, because we have got our second game coming up at about 9 o'clock. We have got the Blackhawks and the Sharks, two sides desperate for victory. And the Blackhawks will have a chance to try and snatch up third place on the ladder, but they need a big win against the Sharks to do that. The Sharks, they were incredible despite a 2-0 loss. Icing call being made. Webster, I'd have to say, he's a bit stiff there because I think he might have just grasped the puck just before the goal line. A bit unlucky there was Webster, but Hasselhurst just patting him on the back there. Very good sportsmanship antics indeed. Face-off now on the outer circle of our commentary position. Where's it going to be? They're just deliberating where the puck is going to be dropped. Just under 7 minutes remaining in this game. Face-off being won by the Blues. Look at Nurich. He just roved it off there. The face-off kept the puck right in front of him. And that would have been a fine solo goal. Ruck goes cross ice to the path of Webster. Plays it along the boards. Ruck tried to go back to Webster, who had some open space, but was just out of his reach. Intercepted, and the Blues again swiftly move it from defence into attack. Lodge trying to mop Healy down. Kairos penetrating the low slot. He couldn't get that one in to go. Healy again going cross ice and again getting body checked by Lodge. That's two now. Punla. Nice breakaway from Alistair Punla. He shoots, but it's to the right-hand side. The Blues again look at Kairos swooping in like a thief in the night. He gets cut off there by Punla. Healy pushes it back out to open ice on the defensive zone, and this time it is an icing call. Both sides now making a few line changes, about two going off the rink and two coming back on. One of them is Mukidja. And there's a bit of bickering going on there with Jeffries and Dave Ruck over that last couple of calls. But the referee was spot on in making it. It'll be Dave Ruck and Lingham Jeffries for this face-off on the outer circle of the attacking zone for the Blues. Jeffries tries to push that one back. He does so on the second attempt. Almost body checked there by Webster. He's had a good game, Webster. Webster just out of his reach there to take the second attempt. And that allows Mukidja to shoot, who's just come on the ice after a spell on the bench. And it is clutched inside the crease there by Mark McCann. I'd have to say the Flyers orange, I'm afraid, won't be able to get that comeback off in time unless they can score 3 goals quickly, because this is a stoppage time third period. But with the Flyers blue, with the way they're playing, it's going to be an easier said than done task. Out of the defensive zone that go the Flyers orange, and it'll be another icing call. So it's been stoppage after stoppage to try and slow things down for the moment. Because usually the Flyers orange are a very fast tempo side. They score quickly, and they've proven that again with another 7-goal haul in this game. At the early games, apart from the one last week, they have scored big bags of goals. Hazelhurst skates away from the defensive slot coverage. Bracing himself for the turnover. He was in great position. Hazelhurst tried to go cross ice. Jeffries in midair. Hazelhurst with a third possession. He goes cross ice to Brote. Mukija scrambling for it with 3 Orange defenders. Well played by Campbell. Campbell almost losing the possession. Nice tight pass to Tanner. Cross ice back to Campbell. He hasn't got any support inside that slot area because that was instantly cut off as Lodge went for the slap shot, but to no avail. Pushes back to Pundler. He shoots just to the left-hand side. Brote pushes it out wide. Players barging for that puck out in front. And it's going to be steadily manned by Jolly. What can Jolly do here? Goes out wide to Nurich, but that one just ricocheted off his skates. Cameron Smith trying to set up Lee Tortoise in open space. Back and forth the puck goes inside that offensive zone. It's still in their territory, the Flyers orange, but it goes over the bench. That one just edged there by Braden maybe. And that'll be a face-off on the Flyers orange attacking zone. That's the comparison in the regular season thus far. They have both played 6 games, and they have both won 3. The only loss for the Flyers orange was early in the season. And they've had 3 ties and 2. Another face-off now ensuing. It'll be Georgiev and Nurich. Georgiev wins out on that face-off, but the Flyers blue, through the numbers that they have on that defensive zone, instantly recycle possession, but it might have been an interference call against the Blues, and that will be shuffled back to the baseline. No penalty being called there. So it'll be Nurich and Ruck in this face-off. Nurich pushes that one forward. Kairos first to it. Good balanced possession. Kairos went to go cross ice. He had the prime target in Braden maybe, but just out of position at the last second. Webster, nice little backhander there. Ruck, cross ice, turned over by Kairos. He has a good rebound possession. Goes out to Nurich. Nurich with the right hand. He shoots off McCann's shoulder pads there, but that was a good save nonetheless. Piercing pass out to Ruck. Webster shoots off the plexiglass, but it's going to be rebounded by Jacob Ruck. Turned over by Jolly, only briefly. Webster went cross ice to the low slot, but it was instantly cut off by the Blues. The Orange again recycle possession, however. They have a few players pushing further back onto centre ice in the event of a turnover. One player looked to have been offside, and the referee is called on that. And another icing call is made. 3.5 minutes to go in this game. 7-3 is the scoreline. The Flyers orange, they've only scored 1 goal, and the Orange at the moment have been held scoreless. Flyers orange, they look to be on the way to another great win for 2021. It'll be their 4th of the season if they keep this up. And they'll go 3 points clear on top of the ladder. Webster. Backhand pass only as far as Brote. Didn't get all of that one. Lodge. Beautiful pass out wide there to Jacob Ruck. Goes with the backhand. Dave Ruck. The Ruck boys have combined well in some passages, but not that one. It's turned over by the Blues. They had more numbers on the outer wing. Mukija. Mukija plays it out to Hazelhurst. He shoots. That one just going above the right-hand crossbar. Hazelhurst turns it over. Pushes that one back to Chapman. Off the sideboards. Goes looking for Jeffries. Good piercing pass. Finding Ben Brote, but offside. Well, referee was in good position there, Ben Brote. He just froze there. It was like, hang on. I thought I wasn't offside. But as we see on the replay, you could see the referee's decision completely correct. As we see on the replay, the pass came in. Ben Brote was right there, and wham. Offside. And it's going to be a face-off on the attacking side of centre ice for the Blues. Healy releasing Jolly. Brote plays it along the boards. Campbell, one-on-one there with Mukija. A little bit of a scramble for it out there. It's being won by the Orange. Releasing Smith. Out to Yannick Lodge. He shoots. Just to the right-hand side. Inside the last 2.5 minutes of the game. 27-18. Shots on target in favour of the Blues. Beautiful piercing pass. That was clever. Finding Jeffries, who was the lone wolf inside that attacking zone for the Blues. But now he's going to get some support. But not if Campbell has a say about it. Campbell turns it over, but it's back and forth now with the puck. Brote with the backhander out to Jeffries. Plays it wide, finding Mukija. He goes back to Jeffries, but turned over. Flyers Orange had the numbers inside that offensive slot. Jacob Ruck's clear. Almost illegal stick checking there. Pushes out wide to Yannick Lodge. He shoots. Off to the right-hand side, rebounding off the goals. Kelly. Slap shot. He fires, but nobody home. Yannick Lodge gets that one back off the hands, but looked like there was a bit of slashing going on there. And that will result in another face-off with 1.5 minutes remaining in the match. No player will go to the penalty box. Both sides making a few line changes now. 7-3. If you're just joining us for the first time, this top of the table clash in the CD Dodd Perth Premier League has belonged to the Blues tonight. And they scored 4 goals to 2. And they scored a further 2 to 1. And they've only scored 1 goal, but they're just really playing for possession and momentum. And they've had that since the second period. Kairos from the defensive zone. Goes through 1, goes through 2, keeps his balance. That's fine play. Goes for the cross-ice pass. Out in the open was a teammate, was Nurich. He shoots. And clutched in there by McCann. McCann, he's really had to work hard for his goals, for his saves here. But look at how Kairos just kept his composure from defence into attack. Look at that. Goes through 1. And then goes through 2 more. Good control of the puck. Kept it in front of him and found his balance. But the way he set up Nurich for that open shot at goal was very impressive, as we are back live now. The puck off the net above the plexiglass, and it is going to be another face-off just by the neutral line. Time running out. In fact, time has run out for a Flyers Orange comeback. They were out of it at the second period, and the Flyers Blue went for the killer blow late, and they got it. Ruck looking for a consolation to Dave Ruck. He shoots, but to the left-hand side. Puck scrambled out of the low slot. Oh, tripped up there was Kelly, and that was against Nurich, and I think Nurich knew it. He tripped him up with the stick, and that will mean Nurich will spend some time in the penalty box, and the game will finish under 5-on-4 situation, as we see here on the CD Dodd replay. Ruck and there, and Nurich knew it. Tripped up Kelly with the stick, and even with a 5-on-4 disadvantage, it won't matter to the Flyers Blues, because Nurich will finish the game in the penalty box. But the Flyers Blue will try and settle things down in the last 30 seconds to consolidate their position on the scoreboard with a 7-3 result their way. Not if Webster can have a say. He shoots from the mid-slot and gets a late consolation goal. Where has that been from the Flyers Orange all throughout the night? Well, Webster's showing that you could really strike when you least expect it. But that was a well set up Flyers Orange goal, as we see on the CD Dodd replay. Kieran Webster went bang on this one. But nice play too from Ruck to set up the Flyers Blue, getting trapped inside that play. Jacob Ruck building up the space for the Flyers Orange players to enter that low slot. Kieran Webster was one of them. In great position from that cross-ice pass, took control, and a fine wrist shot to the back of the net. But it won't make a lot of difference on the scoreboard. Lodge, however, are they going to go for a mini charge here? Lyndon Lodge, he shoots off the crossbar. Punler pushes that one out wide to Ruck. Shot by Jacob Ruck. Oh! Behind the play there, Jeffries being pushed out, pushing Jacob Ruck out of it with a body check to the back. And I think Jeffries is going to spend some time in the penalty box as well. Yes, he is. We'll take a look at that again on the replay. Jacob Ruck, as you can see here, in position, after that offensive turnover inflicted there by Pondler, and there, a metre off the play there, completely unnecessary by Jeffries. He knows the game is won. You don't need to be doing silly things like that. Ruck shoots off McCann. Lodge recycles possession, cut off by Chapman. The last few seconds of this game, the top of the table clash was expected to be a little bit closer, but the Flyers Blue have shown why they are the top team in the 2021 Perth Premier League. They win 7-4. And again, it was led by Jordan Kairos, another hat-trick for him. Richie Lamb getting amongst the goals. And also Ben Brote, who scored himself a double tonight. The Flyers Orange did everything they can to slow things down, but the fast tempo, fast-paced, fast-scoring game plan that the Flyers Blue have got, just too strong in the end. Still a little lapses of discipline late in the game with a few silly penalties. It almost cost them against the Sharks, but for most of that game, they were well-polished, well-drilled, and a well-oiled side. The Flyers Orange, they would need to regroup. After that, they know they are finals contenders. But after getting that first goal, it seems as though that run of 4 straight really took the momentum out of the Flyers Orange side. But what they did the Flyers Blue, what they did late in that game was continue to show why they can play the puck defensively and why they can never concede easy goals when it is going their way. It was a great win to the Flyers Blue. The Orange will have a lot of work to do for their game next week. We're taking now to highlights to wrap things up in the first of our games here at the Coburn Ice Arena. 7-4 the scoreline, and a very convincing win it is indeed. Next week for both these sides, on the last weekend of May, the Flyers Blue, they take on the Vikings over at the Perth Ice Arena. And the Flyers Orange, they'll have a chance to rebound in the second game up against the Sharks at about 9 o'clock next Friday night at the Perth Ice Arena. But here in Coburn in the first game, the Flyers Blue, they got jumped with the first goal, but then went on a 4-goal rampage in the first period, and the momentum stayed that way ever since. And it eventually ended up with the top of the ladder side, Flyers Blue winning 7-4. On behalf of Bailey, Ryan, Matt, and all of the Front Row Screens team, this is Paul Persick wishing you a very good evening, but make sure you stay on the Front Row Screens Facebook page. In about 10-15 minutes' time, we've got Game 2, the Blackhawks doing battle with the Sharks here at the Coburn Ice Arena. We'll see you then.